not going to break it all. He's going to go straight for it. Not to the top one. Alright, now he's got to make that return and jump. Oh no! And he undershoots and he's out. From the world of Robloxia. It's the return of the world's toughest obstacle course.
Many have tried, most have failed. Who else will?
This is NWoR of Roblox. Hello and welcome to NWoR of Roblox. Today marks the start of the 11th tournament, the tournament that took place in Christmas of 2014. Last time 100 competitors took on the course, they were all defeated. Now in this tournament, 100 new challengers will take on a course that combines obstacles from the previous tournament with the ones of the tournament before then. Let's see how they do after this short word from our sponsors. This tournament of NWoR of Roblox is brought to you by
Windows 98. Why are you still using Windows 98? What is wrong with you? Stop buying computers from thrift stores, man!
Thank you, Strombad. Anyway, in this Stage 1, competitors will have 85 seconds to tackle 9 brutal obstacles, which again combine obstacles from Tournament 10 and the ones of Tournament 9. In today's episode, we'll see the first 25 competitors take on Stage 1. Let's see how they do as we head down to the course, where the competition is about to begin. Kicking off the tournament, as usual, is a newcomer. This one goes by the name of Dogterhu322. I swear I didn't make that typo. He really spelled his username like that. First obstacle, the step pillar. Took out the most competitors in the last tournament. I think 30... you know how many. Anyway, doing so well, I'm gonna make the step pillar. Oh, and he doesn't even make the jump, and he's out. Doesn't even get a chance to jump. Anyway, next up is Andrew Stacy, making his debut to the course. And if one thing you might have... Oh, well, he's out already. Anyways, I'm about to say, if you haven't noticed already, some of the timer start sound is a little off sync with some of the runs, because my Bobby sucks. Anyway, newcomer Cool Blue Tay J Act got hacked. That was terrible, and I apologize. Mananib 1. I don't know. I think it's like minutes anyway. He has a shot at the step pillar, and he falls out the first step. Now we're on to competitor number 5, Leafinator. Leafinator, whatever. He has his chance of the course, going for third step pillar, and undershoots the jump to the pillar. Bye-bye. Next is Enderman Yes Squid No, and he started too early, so that's a false start. In this case, a 5-second penalty. Enderman Yes Squid No, and Squid No 90. Yeah. Anyway, he's on to the rolling bowler now. Got past the step pillar, and he beats the rolling bowler. Next up is the hanging orbs. Took out quite many people in the last tournament. Got made the jump forward, and he's stuck. That's not good. He's having a hard time pressing forward. Yeah, you guys gotta hold up and jump at the right moment, but he's not doing that. He's just clinging onto the orb. He's wasting time. Get moving. Oh, and he overshoots the orb. Take a look at the replay. He was the first competitor in this tournament to get past the step pillar after you see that, you know, he had a false start. But he ended up getting past that and the rolling boulder and got caught in the hanging orb. By the time he finally recovered and decided to jump, he ended up overshooting that 5th orb. And he was eliminated. Alright, now we're on to first regular of this tournament, Mario Master 2005. Making his 3rd appearance. And his first 2 appearances, he's failed the first obstacle. Including this, the step pillar. Yeah, something I got wrong in the previous tournament where I said he was a newcomer, he actually... No, wait, that's a different competitor, never mind. That's a different competitor that we'll get to later down the road. But anyway, he's on the rolling bowler now, he's finally beat the first obstacle. Ooh, almost failed that, but he's through. Now he takes on the hanging orbs. Oh, and he comes up short. Now we're on to Chrisman Cat, making his 5th appearance, and he had a personal best in Tournament 10 because in his first 3 appearances he's failed the first obstacle. But in the last tournament he finally got his revenge and made it to the 2nd obstacle, which he's done right now. He's beaten the step pillar again, rolling boulder, and he's passed it. Now he has a new personal best. Yeah, Something you can also know is that some runs will be a little choppy. Blame my recording studio for that. And Crispin Cat already onto the jumping spider. And he's onto the glass section. Yeah, this oh no! He fails the walk section. Fails getting to the 4-step part. Whatever. Now we're on to Benjamin 17647. Anyway, the jumping spider has been in modification since Tournament 9, where the walk section is still slightly easier than it was previously. The jump to the glass panels is a little more difficult, making the jumping spider an already difficult obstacle even more difficult. Well, the first part anyway. Alright, the Cool 22 is up next. And is he wearing the Robloxian Cliffer shirt? He's not a Robloxian Cliffer, so he's not meant to wear that shirt. Whatever. Anyway, alright, on the hanging orbs. Alrighty, we're making progress from the last tournament. And now he takes on the jumping spider. And he fails the jump to the glass panel. Now we're on to Lukey Bears, making his 3rd appearance, and the last time he appeared was in Tournament 8. I think he got to the reverse jump hang of that tournament. And a thing to note that the reverse jump hang is in this tournament, it's just a later obstacle. Or it's the 3rd obstacle in this tournament is the hanging orbs, first jump hang is a later obstacle. But anyway, Lukey Bears is on the rolling bowler, and hey, get out of here, reality. You're running later. Much later. 2-time grand champ. Anyway, Lukey Bears on the hanging orbs. Yeah, that'll choppy run. Now he's onto the jumping spider now. Alrighty, 3 appearances on the jumping spider, and he's out. Yeah, you tried. Next is the uninteresting guy, making his 3rd appearance, and again, he also made his last appearance in Tournament 8. There's going to be quite a few competitors who appear in this tournament that have last appeared in a previous tournament, like didn't appear in the last turn, like anyway. Like some will have appeared since Tournament 7, Tournament 8, Tournament 9, whatever. And he's having a hard time getting the bowler roll, but now he does. And just barely passes it. Now he has his shot at the hanging orbs. Yes, one thing you could do is use a sideways jump to get past the orbs, but you can't do that on the 5th orb, as it was proven that you fail. But he tried and overshoots it. Now is Daniel Pokemon Tosh. Nothing more to add. Irish Pice powers! Yeah, I can't do any Jacksepticeye or whatever he is, but anyway. And he's past the step pillar, and he's gonna regen the boulder even though it doesn't need to, but better safe than sorry. Gets it rolling! Alright, and he's past it. Now he has his shot at the hanging horn. My goodness, we're gonna be seeing so many of that, aren't we? Well, the camera's spazzing out a bit. Oh, and he fails the jump to the glass panel. Well, after that, 2 more newcomers and 2 more regulars took on the stage, but all failed making the jump to the 2nd step. So we've had 17 runs and 0 clears so far. No one so far has made it past the jumping spider. Will this guy do it? It is Gunner19479, who, like Crispin Cat, achieved a personal best in Tournament 10. Gunner made it to the spinning bridge of the last tournament. But that obstacle is no longer in this tournament, so maybe he has a shot of clearing. Or at least getting farther than he did last time. Step pillar, he got past that, beat that in the last tournament. Past rolling bowler, hanging orbs. He beat this in the last tournament, so he should be able to do it again. Which he does. Now for the jumping spider, and he's out immediately. Farewell, Gunner. Next is Camaropa. I got nothing more to add because I don't know a whole lot about this guy either. Anyway, he's past the step pillar, very good. And he's going pretty quick. That's good. Saves you a lot of time for the later obstacles, especially the jumping spider, which not only is it difficult in that you gotta get every jump just right, but you also gotta be quick on it, because it tends to take up the most time. Anyway, Candion rope is on the hanging orbs. Next up is Epo the Slime. Brief shout out to Ice Hawk, who somewhat promoted this show by recording his run while I was recording his run at the same time, and he uploaded it to his channel. So if you want to check out his run from his perspective, and or see any of his videos, check out his channel. Anyway, he's onto the rolling boulder. Oh no, and he's touched the track on the rolling boulder and he's disqualified. Yet there are 3 ways to fail in this obstacle. The traditional way of falling into the water when the bowler usually rolls off the track, touching any of the red stoppers, or touching any part of the track, which if you can see, Epo the Slime just did right there. Because of that, his run ends at disqualification on the rolling boulder. So that pretty much counts as the first rolling boulder fail this tournament. Which is sad. Anyway, next up is Aaron Ralph. Wearing his Builder's Glove hat. Though I don't think he was a Builders Club member when he was running, but what do I know? And he's past the step pillar. We're seeing a lot of people get past the step pillar, although I think we've seen maybe 9 people fail so far, maybe 10. Don't know, don't care. Anyway, Hanging Orbs, let's see how he does. Another choppy run, like I said, we're going to be seeing many of that this tournament, and he's on the Hanging Orbs by overshooting the pillar. Anyway, next up is 15th Castle Maker, making his debut to the course. I think he was formerly known as a guy named Kenneth, and I think he was Castle Stalker at one point. Well, anyway, he's on the step pillar, and next up is lowly Captain America, making his second appearance, and he made his debut in Tournament 9. He barely missed out in the last tournament, though I think he was aiming to, compete in that, but he was a bit too late, so anyway. Oh, and he pushes the boulder before taking it on, and he's past it. Now he takes on the Hanging Orbs. Can he do it? Yes, yes, and he's onto the Jumping Spider. Can he get onto the glass section? Oh no, he just barely catches it, but then falls off, and Kenji just dive bombs in for no reason. Next is Jagon 11. Jagon 11. Jagon 11. Jagon. Anyway, he's gonna be the last newcomer this episode. Boy, this went by pretty fast, didn't it? Anyway, he's past the step pillar, now he faces the rolling boulder. And he faces it forward, like a man. Hanging Orbs now. Man, I'm kind of losing my, train of thought or any seriousness. I pretty much said all I've needed to say in terms of, what's going on, and yeah, like I said, his runs are choppy. Whatever. I'm gonna stop saying that because you pretty much get the idea now. You're pretty much saying, I get it, Bubba, stop reminding us of choppy runs. We get it. Alright, fine. Just want to make sure. It's the last time I say it. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Jagon, he's onto the glass panel. Finally, he's the second one today to do so. And he's gotten farther than Crispin can. One jump to go. This is the hardest jump of them all. And he's done it! And Jagon's become the first competitor to beat the Jumping Spider, and we be the first to take on the reverse jump hang. Yes, it's the 5th obstacle this time. Previously it was the 3rd obstacle, but now it's the 5th obstacle. And Jagon's on the second net and beats it. He is onto the warp roll. Unfortunately, he is going to time out because he took way too much time on the Jumping Spider. But he's going to whip wall on the butterfly wall, and he fails it. Look at the replay. Jagon was going pretty smooth throughout the course, although he was going pretty slow even on the step pillar and the Hanging Orbs. But he took way too much time on the Jumping Spider getting prepared for the jump, and when he finally was on it, he timed his jumps, which was a smart move, but he took too much time, and by the time he got past the Jumping Spider, his C was fate because he was going to time out no matter how fast he went throughout the obstacles. He did get caught a bit in the warp wall, and tried to rush the butterfly wall because he heard the klaxon, but he ended up slipping off. It counts as a butterfly wall fail. Last competitor of the day is Look1456. Now, interesting fact, that when I was editing his run, I thought he was a newcomer. But after ravaging over my notes, I noticed that he actually did compete once before, back in Tournament 8. He failed the reverse jump hang of Stage 1, back when it was the 3rd obstacle. But look, he's already onto the Jumping Spider. He's already achieved his personal best. And another thing about Luke is that he's from the Philippines, so we got Filipino runner take on the course. But anyway, that sounded pretty strange, and I apologize. But anyway, he's on reverse jump hang now. This took him out in his last appearance, but he's done it this time. And look how fast he's going. He's already used up. He hasn't even used up half his time. He's already onto the warp wall, and he's up on it. And now he takes on the butterfly wall. This took out Jangon. But look, it's past it. He's onto the ramp climb. He's the first to take it on. Same as it was in the previous tournament. Jump to each ramp. 3rd one. And he's safely onto the mat, onto the final obstacle, the lumberjack climb. Oh, and he slips. But he keeps climbing. And look, it's going to become the first competitor to clear Stage 1 with 16.3 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Look, 1456. A competitor I was least expecting to clear Stage 1. And he just proved me one and cleared. Look at the replay. He had a pretty near flawless run throughout the course. Went fast through every obstacle. Conquered them with little to no challenge. But he got past them, and that was interesting. He just jumped forward technique onto that last jump on the Jumping Spider. Got past it nicely. I think it was the first one to ever do that. Got past every single obstacle. Did have one slip up on the lumberjack climb. but he managed to pull through, continue climbing, and punch his ticket to stage 2. He's become the first player to clear stage 1. Well done, Look. We'll be looking forward to seeing you in stage 2.
Well done.
Well, we've seen the first 25 run, there's still 75 left to go. Next time we'll see 25 more competitors take on stage 1. How will they do? Find out in the next episode of Ninja Warrior Roblox. Until then, ciao peoples.